Hey guys, how's it going? Last week we finally beat the end of the game kind of, but Flowey offered us a better ending, so we're gonna do that today. If you want to watch the previous videos in the series, click the card right here, subscribe if you want to, and let's get into it. So first up, Flowey tipped us off that we should go and be friends with Undyne. So we got there, and Papyrus was set to introduce us. But pretty soon he faked having to be somewhere just to kind of leave us alone. And honestly, I'm not mad, that was a funny exit. But after that, me and Undyne just chat and, have a good time. No ominous threats there. We even get to do some cooking, which is pretty fun. After that, she tells us she needs a letter delivered to Dr. Alphys, and when we bring it to her, she's super happy because she thought we were asking her on a date, not Undyne. And then Undyne shows up at our date, and yeah, I think their relationship is going to work out. After that, we go into Dr. Alphys' lab, and we descend all the way down to her secret laboratory. And down here we learn some kinda sad lore about them trying to make monster souls, mesh them together until they're as strong as human souls to escape the barrier. And these meshed monster souls result in some pretty disturbing monsters. I kinda feel really bad for them. We also learn that we were somehow involved with Toriel and the king, but at the time I wasn't quite sure what this was talking about. And after that, we learn where Flowey came from, which is kinda terrifying. After that, we return to challenge the king one final time. And all of our friends were there, which was pretty cool to just kind of see them all together and have them interact with each other, until Flowey showed up. And then what he did was he meshed all of them together into one enemy. This was a pretty interesting fight though, because we had to kind of reach out to each of our friends individually to try and, get them to remember us and be on our side again. And then once we had successfully done that, they would finally be free from the enemy. And once we had freed all of our friends, there was someone else. This poor little goat boy, who's related to the king and Toriel, and it was a really sad encounter, honestly, about Flowey realizing that he couldn't really feel full emotions as a flower, and this poor goat realizing that we're not even really Bryce, because Bryce died a long time ago. Our real name is Frisk. I don't know, I just really liked this scene. After that, we got to speak one last time with all our friends, as we exited the barrier and stepped out into a bright new world. We even got this nice ending with Toriel, where we were able to go and live with her and the king, and honestly, that made me the happiest out of everything. But anyways, thank you guys so much for joining me on this adventure. Subscribe if you haven't, be good people, and I hope you have a fantastic day.